For example, I was very angry at that time. I felt disrespected. Why did he disrespect me? Who am I, right? I'm so valuable today, and so many people respect me. Why did he step on my shoes and disrespect me? Very angry, very painful, very uncomfortable. Write down this feeling. The second item is called one body with two sides. What is the good side of this event? What is the bad side? Because everything that happens has both yin and yang, right? If there is good, there must be bad. And the bad side is that I'm very angry because my leather shoes are stepped on and dirtied. But what about the good side? Oh, is it because of my arrogance, greed, anger, ignorance, pride, and doubt? So that is why I'm angry. I think I'm somebody important. This reminds me to cultivate my humility and overcome my arrogance. The Buddha tells us that human beings have 5 poisons: greed, anger, ignorance, arrogance, and doubt. It is because of these 5 poisons that we are not enlightened. Once we have overcome these 5 poisons, we will be enlightened. We all know the story of Journey to the West, in which 5 people went to the West to fetch the Buddhist scriptures. The story is about overcoming greed, anger, ignorance, arrogance, and doubt. Tang Sanzang, for example, always doubted Sun Wukong, representing doubt. Sun Wukong, on the other hand, represented anger and resentment. Then Zhu Bajie is greedy, right? Sha He represented ignorance and had only 3 lines. The first one is, Elder brother, the master has been captured by the monster. The second one is, the second elder brother has been captured by the monster. And the third one is, Elder brother, I have been captured by the monster. Then this white dragon horse is arrogant. That is why he has to become a horse and be ridden by others, right? Cultivation is about refining one's greed, anger, ignorance, arrogance, and doubt. My arrogance has emerged, reminding me to continue being humble, right? Do you know why Master Zhou bows to you at the end of each class? He never used to bow. It was always others bowing to him. That was too arrogant, thinking himself was too great. But why does he take the initiative to bow to you? It is to cultivate his own humility and overcome his arrogance, isn't it? Now, let's add another dimension to this perspective. How else can I view this event from a different angle? Add a dimension, that is, how can such a small matter make me emotional? It proves that my accomplishment is not high enough. I am still far away from Buddha and Tao. I have to be like Buddha, who can keep himself from being unemotional 24 hours a day in order to become a Buddha, a Taoist, and a sage, right? I should hold myself to the standard of a sage. How can I be emotional? I should smile and tell him it's okay, and then just leave, right? The present feeling, my feeling right after writing about it, is quite joyful. I feel great. I've learned something new today, and I won't let my emotions get the best out of me next time, right? Then write down your gains, experience, and decision. This is what we call an advanced version of self-improvement report. Any lessons related to emotions can be filled in this self-awareness report. Fill out that awareness report and send it to our group. It is about an incident that triggered your emotions today. Write it down, because when emotions arise, they can lower your consciousness, turning you into an animal and leading you to an animalistic outcomes, right? But when you are in good mood, you can connect to God, right? You connect to your divine life. So for this awareness report, Master Zhou hopes that this assignment is not just a task for today. From today on, let's not write about our daily progress, such as the gains, experiences, and decisions from our lessons. Instead, let's focus on creating awareness reports. Write down all your gains and decisions in these reports, and let's work on improving our emotions. From today on, Master Zhou will lead you on a serious spiritual journey. He hopes that in the next 24 days of our training camp, you will all achieve inner peace, because once you have inner peace, enlightenment will follow. If inner peace is a high state to attain, so at least strive for joy. Imagine living in a state of joy 24 hours every day. How wonderful would that be, right? Someone says it's impossible, Master Zhou. Everyone here, if someone accidentally gets into a car accident, can they cultivate joy from it? Someone say, absolutely not. But Zhuangzi could, Confucius could, the Buddha could, and Lao Tzu could. Next, Master Zhou will tell you a true story, which is that everything that happens must have its benefits, and it will definitely help me. Write down the top 10 benefits of this incident happening to you, and this incident will instantly turn from a bad thing into a good thing. Anything that happens to you is neutral and meaningless. It is you who give meaning to this thing. If you think it's a good thing, it will become a good thing and make you stronger. If you think it's a bad thing, it will be a bad thing that defeats you, overwhelms you, or even kills you. Just like the story of a donkey that Master Zhou often tells us, right? An old man led a donkey to the market, and the donkey accidentally fell into a pit due to a slide. The old man tried to rescue the donkey but failed. The old man was kind-hearted and thought, fortunately, it's the donkey that fell in. What if it were a person? So he decided to bury the pit to prevent anyone else from falling in it at night. As he was burying it, the donkey kept moving, as if saying, "You are going to bury me alive." But after a while, it stopped. The old man shone a flashlight and found that there was no dirt on the donkey's body. Not only was it not buried alive, but it was getting closer and closer to the ground. What did it do? From then on, the old man would look at the donkey's movements when he buried the sawyer. Every time he buried the sawyer, he would look at the monkey's movements. The donkey only did one thing, shaking its shoulders and stamping its feet. Shaking its shoulders and stamping its feet, until finally the pit was filled in, and the donkey miraculously floated out of the ground. When encountering difficulties and setbacks, Master Zhou often tells himself, "Zhou Wenqiang, are you even worse than a donkey? The sawyer can drown us, kill us, but it can also elevate us. All the difficulties and pains I encounter today are the fertilizer for my growth." So everyone here, let's say there is a little girl who has always loved drawing. Her father forbids her from drawing, believing it's not profitable and unpromising. Instead, he insists she should study engineering. Is that right? Tell me you don't like engineering, and you'll only end up being a third-rate engineer in your life, right? But if you pursue painting, which you love, you could potentially become one of the top painters in the world. Working as an engineer is painful every day. She ends up going through the motions with no desire to even look for a boyfriend. Her life becomes robotic, with work and home being the only constants. The result was that when driving home one day, she accidentally didn't see the traffic lights, and a truck rushed over, causing an accident. When the little girl woke up, she found herself on a hospital bed with her legs amputated at a high level. Amputation was necessary to save her life. Many people told Master Zhou if this happened to him, they couldn't live. They would have to commit suicide. This is your energy level, indicating that your energy is too low. But when the little girl saw that she had no legs, she smiled. which scared the nurse beside her. She asked why you were smiling. The little girl's first reaction was that she finally didn't have to do that damn job anymore. Then no one around her understood what she meant. She lay in bed for half a month and got better. When she was asked to leave the hospital, she didn't want to. She thought this place was great. The walls were white, the clothes were white, and the bed sheets were white, just like canvas. She said to the nurse, "Buy me a drawing board, please. I'll start painting on the hospital bed, painting many pictures, one after another." At this time, her father came to pick her up from the hospital, but she refused to leave. Her father asked if she had gone mad. He said, "I was wrong to ask you to do that job. Tell me what you want. Dad will fulfill any request you have." The little girl said, "I hope to have my own art exhibition." Her father thought, "You are not famous. How can you have an art exhibition?" But he still agreed to hold one for her. As a result, this little girl's painting becomes famous, instantly sold out, and she instantly became a famous painter. Well, she was so happy she painted every day in her studio. When she was having her second exhibition, one of her customers from her first exhibition came to see her. A man who was very beautiful and handsome came to this girl's studio to see her. The first time he saw the girl, he said to her, "I love you very much. Can you be my girlfriend?" This girl was frightened and said, "Are you crazy? I don't even know you." "But I know you. I've seen your paintings. I've bought your paintings. Through your paintings, I've fallen deeply in love with you." Then she opened the blanket and revealed, "I'm crippled. I don't have legs. But it's your soul that I love. I love your soul, including everything about you." A beautiful body is the same, but an interesting soul is 1 in 10,000. When he said this, the girl was also moved by him, and the two of them began to get along. It was discovered that the man was also a painter, and the two of them could talk together. In the end, the two of them happily got married. They had a boy and a girl. Both of them became world-renowned painters, painted and sketched all over the world, and owned many real estates all over the world. They were very happy all their lives. When the female painter gets old and was interviewed by an American TV station, she was asked, "What is the happiest and most grateful thing in your life?" She said, "The most grateful thing is that I had a car accident when I was 32 years old and my legs were amputated." The reporter was shocked and asked, "Are you kidding?" She said, "I'm not kidding with you. If it weren't for that car accident, I might still be working as an engineer. It was because of that car accident that I truly did the work I love. And it was also because of that car accident that I met my husband. So everyone here, everything that happens to you is meant to accomplish something in your life. Everything that happens to you is meaningful. Everything that happens to you is neutral. And it is you who give the meaning to it. If you think it's a good thing, it will develop in a good direction and become better and better. If you believe it's a bad thing, it will develop in a negative direction and become worse. Today's homework is to write a self-awareness report for yourself. You can use this as a daily practice to refine your emotions, or you can turn the most painful event you're currently facing into a lesson. Utilize the awareness report template Master Joe provided to analyze this event. Master Joe can help you instantly turn this event into a positive one. Write down the top 10 benefits that have arisen from this event in your life and reflect on why it happened to you and what insights it has brought you. Please write in the format of Master Joe's awareness report, and in the final section of daily progress, list the top 10 benefits that this event has brought to you. Also, write down the inspiration this event has given you. Remember, behind every pen lies a gift. Behind every suffering is glory. You may also include the gains from today's course in the daily progress section of your awareness report. Then start to share with your family the worst thing that happened to you and the enlightenment it brought to you, as well as the top 10 benefits it brought to you. Once you learn this ability, you will be like having a cheat code from now on, because anything that happens to you will not drown you, but only elevate you and make you better and better. Master Zhou hopes from today on, you can always live in a state of joy, happiness, peace, and enlightenment. In fact, writing this awareness report is a state of enlightenment. If you want to connect with your higher self, complete the training camp assignment given to you today with all your heart. Write an awareness report. Turn the worst thing that happened to you, whether recently or in the past, into a lesson for your awareness report, and send it to our learning group tomorrow. Master Zhou hopes today's sharing can awaken you. Here, Master Zhou says to you, I love you as much as I love myself. Let's meet again in our next session.